All right, we've got Star Harvey again. Star, what's ahead?
I can tell you that we have some summer-like weather ahead of us rolling into our next work week. But let's get through this weekend because outdoors across the Santa Monica area and much of Southern California, we are under dry conditions. All of the wet weather still holding off to the north of us, but here, just some clouds passing over and across the area. Our highs for today in downtown did hit 78 degrees, so a nice, warm and sunny day. Tomorrow, we're expecting to come in the 70s as well. This does put a big portion of the area, I'd say about 10 to about 15 degrees above our averages for this time of the year. So real summer-like warmth. I can tell you that we do see the long stretch of warm days continuing. It does flow into the next warm week. In fact, by next week, we're expecting to see some of the warmest temperatures since October of last year. We are talking not just low 80s, but some of us could even see mid 80s to low 90s. And then that pattern change will shift before we get to the end of the next work week. Right now, temperatures in the 40s as well as the 50s, 49 in Santa Clarita, 60 over in Ontario, 55 in Corona, 54 in Long Beach and Burbank. You're at 61 degrees. Getting through our temperatures for tonight, we can expect to have some chill in the air, especially across Lancaster, portions of our mountains, Big Bear at 25, San Bernardino at 46 degrees, and we'll have some 40s over and across portions of our valleys as well and along the coast, nice in the 50s. Getting into tomorrow, we are ending our weekend with plenty of sunshine, and we will have some 80s on the map, especially across portions of the Inland Empire, but also stretching across our valleys and into portions of Orange County as well. We may see some of those really warm temperatures. We're expecting to have some 70s and likely some 80s into portions of our high deserts as well. Air quality for today did come in a moderate zone. We're in the 60s for that air quality index. Tomorrow, we're expecting to still be in that level, just increasing to the 70s for our air quality. Otherwise, our sensors across the Los Angeles County area will be bouncing from anywhere from that good to that moderate zone. And of course, wanting to get you through your 7-day forecast. Plenty of sunshine for the next several days. Note that we are expecting that warm up to happen as early as Tuesday and Wednesday for most of the area. If you look down at the Orange County inland area, but also into the valleys and the IE, we're expecting to see those upper 70s and those 80s on the map there. And we're going to see that warm up across our high and low deserts as well. You'll see those 90s on the map as early as the middle of the week. And then, of course, we do get that pattern shift as early as Friday and moving into Saturday. We may be looking at a chance for some precipitation. But, of course, we'll be back with those details as early as tomorrow. But for now, back to you.
Thank you so much.
Fox 11 Weather is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino.
Talk about a beautiful weekend here across Southern California. That is a look out at the Santa Monica Pier. I've been raving about spending some time out there this weekend, and as you can see, a lot of people doing the same thing out there. We do have beautiful weather to wrap up our Sunday here. Not really a cloud in sight, depending on where you are. I can tell you that we do have high pressure really dominating our weather pattern, and so with that, it is what's going to continue to give us these beautiful skies, but also these summer-like conditions. I want to talk about the trend that we've been seeing. This warm weather, it is expected to continue through tomorrow. And then we get to, I'd say, the middle of our week, Tuesday through Thursday, and we really start to turn up the thermostat. We are talking temperatures in the 80s and 90s across a good portion of the area. Doesn't last too long. We do have a shift change as early as Friday, and I am thinking by the time we get to next weekend, we are tracking a chance for precipitation. Not for today. Temperatures today across downtown made it into the low 80s. By the time we get to tomorrow, temperatures will be very similar, but still dropping it down maybe a degree or two in the upper 70s. You'll see that does still put the downtown area about 10 degrees above the average. When I think in terms of the entire area, through a good portion of this week, we are talking continuing to see temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above where they should be. Right now, we are in the 60s as well as the 70s. Moving over into tonight, our lows are not going to be too bad. Depending on where you are, we do still get some of those chilly spots, especially across areas like Big Bear and also into our high deserts. Along the coast, we'll have some temperatures in the 50s, and the further inland you push, some 40s and 50s on the map as well. Here's a look at that Monday map. With that, we are talking about temperatures jumping into the 80s for some of us. But first, let's talk about our air quality. In the 70s for today, air quality index at a low 70. For tomorrow, we do bounce into the upper 70s, and still that does does put us in the moderate range, so not too bad. If you are someone that does have the sensitivity to those pollutants, wanting to just watch for that. Our futurecast shows dry conditions for Monday through, I'd say, at least the end of our week. By Thursday, I am tracking a system that is sitting offshore here. It is an open low there, and with that does bring in the chance for some precipitation as early as next weekend. By Sunday, we should start to see really things getting wet around here. But again, enjoy the 7-day forecast. That warm up really taking place by the time we get to Tuesday and through Thursday. That pattern shift is arriving as early as Friday for us, and that's going to be not just across the Los Angeles area and the valleys, but also into our high deserts as well. We'll talk more about this later this evening, but for now, we'll be right back after this break.